25 again by Body Shapes Medical. Now, there are a lot of misconceptions about this company, so we want to set the record straight. I promise you this, it's comprehensive, and yes, it can make a difference in your life. If you're feeling fatigued, if you miss the energy of your youth, we can bring it back. 25 again by Body Shapes Medical. With me now is Lisa Innenbach, who is an owner and a registered nurse, so she's certainly qualified to talk about this. And with her is Sherry I want to get this right, Sherry Bauer?
Bauer.
Bauer, I apologize. Sherry Bauer is with us as well, who may lock me up. She is a law enforcement officer. Is there a law against mispronunciation of a word? I'm not sure.
There is now. Yeah, you're good.
But Sherry, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, before we get started here, I use the word comprehensive, and that one is correct, because this program is much more than just weight loss, although, you know, if that's an added benefit, and that can happen for you as well.
Right.
But tell us a little bit about 25 again.
Absolutely. Well, a lot of people say to me or come to me and say, oh, I need to lose weight, we need to come see you. Well, yes, absolutely. If weight is something that you are battling, that is inflammation in the body, and that is not healthy. So that is something that we absolutely want to take care of. But the first step is actually to get a set of labs and see what's going on the inside. I promise you, if you're not 25, you do not have the hormone levels that you had when you were 25. Hence the name 25 again. As you age, those hormone levels will start to go down. There is absolutely nothing that you can do about it. Even if you're exercising, you're eating right, you're doing everything perfect, your levels may not decrease as dramatically, but they are going to go down, and you are going to change on the inside. What we want to do is get your body back to that state as it was when you were 25. That's usually when you're the most healthy. You're sleeping through the night, your metabolism is better than it probably ever will be. If you're trying to gain muscle, you can do that. Your sex drive is there. You don't have memory loss. A lot of times you don't suffer from depression and anxiety and high blood pressure, cholesterol, cancer, diabetes, all these different age-related diseases. I do like to talk a little bit about my history. My mom died of ovarian cancer back in 2001, way before I was involved in hormones. My husband has diabetes on his side of the family. Both of us have some high cholesterol, high blood pressure issues as well. So I thought to myself, as a nurse, as a medical professional, what can I do to prevent these things? What really actually works? And what I found was hormone replacement done the right way. And that's key. When I say done the right way, I mean bioidentical. That means your body is matched molecule for what we give you in a compound in pharmacy. Synthetically, yes, it can be dangerous. Your symptoms might go away, but boy, it sure is dangerous to be on that for more than a year or two, and your physician, he or she, will take you off of those things. When you are on bioidentical hormones, you will be on them long term, and your body will be in the state that it is when you were younger. So in a nutshell or not, that's pretty much what we do and how it works.
All righty. And Sherry's story, that's interesting, because every time you bring in a member, I see the new and improved member. And Sherry, you look fabulous.
Thank you.
Your energy levels are fantastic.
Yes.
We had a short conversation.
Yes.
So what was Sherry like prior to visiting 25 again by Body Shapes?
Working long hours. I was on the synthetic before, and as soon as I got off of the synthetic and actually started the HCG, I could tell a difference in my body tone, my attitude, my personality, just overall how I felt day in and day out. It was easier to sleep. I was having problems sleeping at night, but now it's a lot better, and it's controlled because I go and get my blood checked regularly. If there's something a little off, they can change it a little or add something to help me just get to feel better how I need to feel.
And Sherry, your job being a police officer, it can be physical at times.
Correct.
So how much improvement do you see in that area?
Even from working out, it changed the way I felt. Working out was a big difference for me because I felt like I had more endurance, I had more muscle tone, and I felt like I looked better than I had in probably years. But I had a full hysterectomy when I was 38, so that's the main reason why I got on the HCG, because of the synthetic. Lisa and I talked about it quite a bit, and it was bad for me, but I could tell a big difference.
So that was one of the motivating factors, was you knew synthetic hormones were bad.
Correct.
You wanted to get on the natural version,
Correct.
the molecule for molecule,
Right,
the
right,
match,
the
which I do think is important.
Absolutely.
And you felt a difference right away.
Oh yes, within the first week.
What other goals did you have when you went into 25 again?
Well, I didn't have the goal of losing weight, but I did lose weight just because I was more toned throughout my body, and the workouts obviously were better, so that helps me in the long run as well. So I think overall, my big thing is sleep. I want to get good sleep, just day in and day out. I have kids and, working all the time. It's just, I couldn't sleep. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, or I would be sweating, or I couldn't get a good night's rest. But taking the progesterone before I go to bed at night definitely helps.
I know there's a very tight-knit fraternity with police officers. So your fellow officers, have they noticed a difference in you? Because I'm always curious about, how you feel.
Right.
But how are you projecting yourself to others and people that you work with?
I think some of the people could tell a difference. I've moved from where I was when I first started, but I can say my police work is definitely better than it was, but I love my job anyways, even what I do. So it's not changed how I am, but it's made me a better mom. I can spend more time with my kids and feel like I'm not, when I get home from work, just exhausted and want to lay down and take a nap or whatever. But the kids, my kids are they love Lisa. They think she's amazing. They know her by first name too. So it just helps overall with with the kids and at work.
I think every member story is interesting, Lisa, in that we have Sherry here, who it's not just about her job though. It's about being a better mom, a better wife, etc.
Yeah.
And that's all. It's part of it, and I think, like you said, Lisa, some of it you didn't go in expecting, positive results in that area, but yet it did affect you. That's a nice ancillary benefit.
Absolutely,
right?
It was great. Yeah, I mean, even the sex drive, we've talked about that. That was a big change too. So you can ask my husband.
You went there.
I know.
You went there.
That was actually my husband. Yes, you can ask him. It did happen.
Okay. I did not go there.
That's fine.
Just let it be said. Hold on.
Usually John goes there first.
I'm not shy.
This is new territory.
Yeah, this day and age, you got to be careful. So let's just leave it at that then. Hubby's happy, right?
Very happy.
Okay, that is a good thing.
It makes a difference, yeah.
And we're adults here. It is an added benefit. In every relationship, intimacy is important, and that's a great thing. So, all right, let's talk about the fact that it may be a different story for you. I know, we say this all the time, and it's almost become a cliche. New year, new you, and all that, but every story is different. Now, you see so many members who come through the door, and you change their lives in different ways. She's not an anomaly. She's not different. Her story's different.
Right.
But as far as wanting changes in her life, that's not unusual, and that's really what you do.
Absolutely. I don't think there's anything better that you could do for yourself than keep yourself healthy. And especially for women, we're so busy trying to take care of everybody else and do everything else for everyone. But actually, it's kind of like the airplane philosophy. Put your mask on first and then help others. Put those masks on, ladies. I mean, if you're not feeling your best, you're not being your best. Mom, sister, aunt, whatever it is, you can't be your best. And that goes for men, too. I don't mean to say that, but I think a lot of women have a lot of different balls in the air to balance, and it is really hard. But you do have to kind of take time for yourself, because I promise you, I've been on the program for 6 years myself. I started when I was 39. I just turned 45, and I've actually had a few times here and there where I would come off of stuff and be like, it becomes your new norm. Like, you don't even realize how bad that you felt when you're not doing the things that you should be doing, when your body isn't creating or making the things that it used to make. You don't even realize it. I suffered from not sleeping through the night. I suffered from depression after my mom died. That was very situational, but I was made to stay on those things because I've had a lot of anxiety in my life. And, your doctor really just doesn't have time to spend with you, and that's another really important thing that I think sets us apart from everybody. And allows us to get in there and really find out who you are and what your needs are. We have that time. Your first consultation is an hour, and we're gonna teach you probably more about your health than you actually want to know. But we want you to be educated. We want you to know, well, why am I not sleeping through the night? Well, why might I get cancer in the future? What is going on with my body? Your doctor has 5 to 7 minutes in a room with you. You're spouting off symptoms. Oh, I'm not sleeping, and I'm tired, and I don't have any energy, and they're writing out an antidepressant as fast as they can, or whatever, or your sex drive isn't there, and there's drugs for that too. But your body didn't make those things. It didn't make Wellbutrin or Lexapro or any of these other things. Your body actually made everything that we are giving you, and it's right there in your lab work. You can look down at your lab work and say, oh wow, my progesterone levels were here when I was 25, and here they are in the basement. Because I guarantee you, if you're 35, you're probably going to need us. If you're 40, you definitely do. You've only got about half. So it makes perfect sense to give back those nutrients and vitamins and things that you need, because I'm telling you, you just can't get it from diet, exercise, food. The environment's not helping us. So give us that chance to spend an hour with you and at least educate you, if nothing else at all.
Yeah, everyone's story is different. You have a story. Sherry has a story. Sherry, kids can be brutally honest, but they can also be beautifully honest, right? So have your children, how old are your
My kids are 12 and 10.
12 and 10.
Yeah.
Have they noticed a difference in Mom?
Yes, they notice a big difference, because before they used to say, you're going to work and you're doing this, but it's now it's you know they see the enjoyment that I have when I do go to work and being able to do more. So they think it's fun. They love Lisa. 'Cause it does help a lot just with work in general and home life.
Sure.
Yeah.
And positive attitude trickles down to the kids.
Absolutely.
They feed
makes
off
a
where
big
you
difference.
are. Yeah,
Absolutely.
sure.
Yeah.
I think it's fantastic. All right. Again, 25 again by Body Shapes. Before we go to break, if you would please, we've got a special.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that because I think folks now may be saying, you know what, now is the time to make a change. So
Right.
What are we going to do?
New year, new you, as they say, that cliche. But it's half off your consultation. Normally it's $150 to come in and spend an hour with us. You are going to first come to get some labs, and then about a week later you'll come back. Please bring your insurance card. We are not a lab company, but that will be billed through their insurance if you want it to. If not, we have some private pay options. You can go to 25again.com/wave3 to purchase, or just give us a call at 425-0500. We're happy to answer any questions that you have.
All right. If you have any questions, 571-5263. You can give us a call here. We're absolutely live. More with Sherry, more with Lisa as well, and your phone calls on Wave 3 Listens Live.